For those of you currently living in the third world banana republic of Australia or in the United States, if you're doing it tough, you better come to the land of milk and honey, Ukraine. Here's my log cabin, 2-bedroom log cabin in the mountains of Ukraine, Carpathian Ukraine. This is the house of Ivan and Oksana. They are honey producers, as they do a lot of other things as well. Let me just give you a look around at what you can do in Ukraine and what you can see when you stay here, and actually a couple of the places you can stay at, which are quite good. Just up here next to John and Oksana's house, you've got the tennis court. The brown building there has table tennis. Over the back is the sauna. There's a huge indoor heated swimming pool as well on the second floor of the hotel that you can use. Billiard rooms, barbecue areas. Just here they conduct honey tours, so you can go in, you can taste the honey products they produce, not only for eating but medicinal stuff as well, for massages, lip creams, elbow creams. Yeah, it's stuff, medicinal sort of stuff that goes back thousands of years, that still works. I've got people in Australia that endorse it. They've tried things from the chemists, tried other products, natural products, and they say the honey cream that they get from here is the only thing that works to heal up, chafed elbows, cracked heels and things like that. Just over from there, when the weather's nice, we sit outside here in the gazebo, or whatever you prefer to call it. This building here has beehives in the bottom of it. What you do, it's a room where you go in, there's a couple of beds in there, and you can go in and do bee sleeping therapy. You sleep with the bees, you lie down there for an hour just listening to the hum of the bees. I haven't tried it myself, my daughter Marika has. She said it was great. Very relaxing, very, very relaxing. She really enjoyed it. Stuff here in Ukraine is inexpensive. You don't even need to think about the price. Just come and, if you want to do something, do it. Oksana is also a massage therapist. She does massages with honey products as well as other things, heat therapy products. And just in the building next to us here, which is where you can stay if you come here to the Carpathian Mountains, you can stay in either, we've got the hotel over the back called the Baker, which means like the fairy tale. And it is over there, you can actually stay, there's a bear there named Yurko. You can go and, I don't recommend you pat the bear, I do, but do as I say, don't do as I do. I know Yurko, I've known him for many years. Don't just walk up to a bear and start talking to him and shaking their hand, they might not like it. Anyway, just over here, I'll just show you this. Stay here. They've got twin rooms, triple rooms, quadruple rooms for families. And in there they've got a thing called a chun. It's an old thing that goes back years. It's basically an iron pot, like a witch's cauldron. They whack, timber underneath it, set it on fire, heat up the thing. So you're actually sitting in like a witch's pot, really hot. They really like it. It's a real Eastern European thing. They love that sort of thing. They love being hot and sweaty, and because it's a cold climate here. But you wouldn't know that from today. This is the end of October. We're talking about the 31st of October. We're going into November, which is called Listopad, the leaf falling month here, which has come virtually the end of their autumn. But the weather here has been fantastic this year. We've had 20 degrees, 22 degrees. We're up in the mountains. It's fantastic. I'm in a t-shirt. I'm sweating. Now, throw away all your misconceptions about Ukraine, that it's a cold place, a dull place, a poor place. It's just not the case. You're living in the past, living in the dark ages. Ukraine isn't. Australia is worse than this. Really, I mean it. You can live here like a king. You can come here, I was just staying in a hotel over there, $11.50 per person per night, includes breakfast, in a hotel suite. Now don't tell me you can't afford to come to Ukraine. I get your airfares for $1,200 return flying Qatar Airways. You can come here, we can get a free night's accommodation in Qatar. That's only up until the 31st of December, but I'm hoping they're going to extend that for us for next year. Now here's John just showing up. He wants to run me down, so I'm going to move the camera. So this is Ivan,
так.
Ivan and Oksana's one of the rooms for rent. This is one of the double rooms right next to the bee house. Modern room, new place. It's only been built in the last 12 months. Television. І тут ви маєте Wi-Fi і все.
Так.
Добре, гарне, нове, європейські стандарти. Дуже гарне. Італійські плитки.
Навіть 4, тому що диван можна
О,
розкласти.
диван розкласти, дуже
Так,
гарне.
і, будь ласка,
І балкон. Дуже гарне.
Балкон і гарна
крісло.
територія.
Так, гарний виклад від тут.
Ну, тут є 2 кімнати,
Так.
6 осіб.
А, добре.
Ось тут 2 кімнати. Так.
2 кімнати.
Да, тут теж може бути 2 особи.
То є, як можеш сказати, family room, для родини там можеш спати. І тут гарне теж. То все так само стандарту. І гарний балкон, можеш бачити до Косів від тут.
Так. Краєвиди.
Заки деревні просто трошки більше.
Так. І на низу чан, сауна. У нас же там і вже чути запах
Так,
диму. Чуєте? Да.
дуже гарний. І недалеко пару кроків походиш до Черемош. То Черемош тут. Рибниця. А то йде від Черемош? Ні, до Черемош. Ні, зовсім інакше.
Туди, до Черемош.
Ага, до Черемош на цю сторону. Добре. Я не знав, як то крутилося.
Так. Ну і 200 метрів. 200 метрів від нас річка. Так? 2 кілометри до центру. От бачите, ми на рівні 500 метрів вище.
Так.
І місто Косів внизу.
Так, я люблю тут, бо то чисте повітря йде. Modern kitchen, dishwasher, everything you need. So you stay upstairs. А чи ви даєте сніданку, це самоослуга?
Або по домовленості. Я можу зготувати.
So there it is. Так. Villa Medova. Come and stay in Ukraine, have a great time. Try out the natural therapies. Buy yourself some Medovukha. It's like mead, alcoholic honey drink. Or non-alcoholic, you can get either. You can do anything you want to do here. You can have a great family holiday and it's not going to cost you the farm. Really. I come to Ukraine for a month at a time. I spend like $3,000 including airfares. That does me for the whole month or 6 weeks, including meals in restaurants every day, eating in hotels, staying in some of the best places, 3, 4-star. You can even get 5-star accommodation here sometimes for $40 or $50 a night for a couple, including breakfast. If you can't afford a holiday here, you can't afford a holiday anywhere. You know, even Vietnam and places like that, sure, they're cheap. Do they speak your language? If you're a Ukrainian, maybe not. Even if you're an Australian. Most people here speak English now. It's not what you think. It's not Eastern Europe of old. This is a new place. This is the new Ukraine. It's going ahead. It's got one of the fastest growth rates in the whole of Europe. It's the envy of Europe, really. They've got everything here. Great food, great hotels, cheap prices. If you want to have a holiday, you want to take the family, and you don't want to spend a fortune, Ukraine, Villa Medova, this is the place you want to be. Будьмо!
Будьмо, гей-гей, за Україну, Австралію. Нехай живе.
Юрко, добрий ранок. Гарне нове, все гарне є, так? Лагас, на зустріч. На зустріч? Трошки? Дуже добре, а? Дуже добре? Не забагато, це забагато цукру.